What's cracking, people? What is up? Here's your boy BK Bronx K Aloha. Get this shit set up right here. There we go. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. There we go. I look a little out of sorts slightly because I, or maybe some of the little bit of the bags because I'm freaking a little bit tired. I had to come out here because, I had to take some family. They had to go, see a doctor or whatever. But anyways, I was checking some stuff out. I was looking at something online because if this is your first time checking out my channel, or just to give you some insight, this being an up close moment and or random moment. Those who don't know, I have, medical issue, slight medical issue, diabetes. I'm diabetic. But I was like looking at this here for Starbucks because I had thought about it before about healthy, not necessarily healthy choices, but stuff with just like lower sugar because, it's like sometimes you want to, my point is yeah, at least with my condition, sometimes I think people take the shit overboard. They're trying to be overly kind of, either overly cautious or you'll have doctors or just the media or something trying to make it seem like that you're, they're like, oh, you got diabetes, you're incompetent, or you can't do nothing, or even people with other conditions, whether or not they got lupus or they got some other kind of condition, like they're all of a sudden they're fragile, they're broken human beings and all this shit, and whatever, it goes on and on, like that means you can't do nothing, and a lot of these conditions, they're not that damn bad, dude. You're still a normal functioning person for the most part, usually, unless your condition is like hella too far gone or out of control, whatever. But get back to what I was getting at it was maybe probably, we're talking like months back, just me personally, I just decided that, every once in a while, here's the issue. I would go to Starbucks and then get me a drink, right? I would get something, I get coffee or whatever. But I started thinking about it and I was like, I wonder if there's some lower sugar choices, because how much sugar are they putting in these coffees, like these specialty kind of coffees? And I could have swore that, I don't know if they're putting syrup in some of them or not, But for me, that's why I say maybe just better to go just an actual coffee house or a place that actually where you get the, if we're talking about the grounds or the actual coffee grounds or beans or, some shit like that where, how they'll like ground it with vanilla, like actual vanilla or actual cinnamon type of shit versus pouring some syrup or some shit in it. But anyways, I remember I asked somebody at Starbucks one time recently if they had something that was sugar free or had lower sugar, and she didn't really have an answer. She didn't really know. And I'm over here in San Francisco, so then I decided to just check this last, just a quick check to just see, because there's a Starbucks nearby. I was just going to get some Z's in the car. There's a Starbucks nearby. And right now I got it on the items that's actually lower in sugar, but before then I just was looking at some sugar, which I want to show how high up in sugar some of this shit is, but if it can be seen, I'll give you an example. You have, see it says hot or iced cafe. It's tiny, so I can't see it. Hang on a second. There we go, Americano. Looks like 0 grams of sugar. Unsweetened iced coffee, which I'm not going to drink no unsweetened iced coffee. I don't think so. Otherwise, kind of what's the point? You could always just have it hot then. It should be just like coffee. And then you got your skinny flavored latte. What is ice skinny latte and so on. One of these, it has 17, so I guess that's not too bad. Skinny, I got to remember that shit then the next time. Tell them skinny and all this shit and this ice stuff. But forgot where this was at, where I found this, but it was somewhere. I was looking it up online, but if I could do this, for those people, or maybe people who are used to working out and they try to avoid like things with a high amount of sugar, because this thing or this article is talking about the recommended amount, or some agency said it's 23 or something, 25. That's fucking difficult, even if you're like diabetes, man, because at some point you're going to kind of need to get some sugar, you know, or if you're on a restricted salt diet, sometimes you're going to need that. So to me, you're going to easily exceed that amount in like one meal. Like, for people who don't know, milk usually is popping with like a huge ass amount. It's like got usually like 12 to 13 or 14 grams of sugar, you know, and you have a cup of milk, for those people who don't know that. So it usually would be up that high. So it's that fucking high. But unless you get some lower ones, like you got your almond milk, your soy milk, I'm usually getting, lately I've been getting Fairlife, you know, if I'm not going to get the others, like the soy or the whatever. Because Fairlife has like half the sugar, and it is just milk. It's just, you know, good ass tasty milk. But I'll give you an example, one of these, right? And a lot of these are just like sodas, but they're damn near like those energy drinks with the high sugar. And what's funny too is because I was drinking some of these from time to time, right? And it could have been a point too. The thing is, sometimes if you're diabetic, periodically your blood sugars, every once in a while they could be up or high. This either means maybe you didn't, in my case, maybe you didn't work out, maybe you took your insulin late, maybe you ate too much from what the insulin, from the amount that you took, you know. Or maybe you're just at that point where you might have to just take a little bit more for a while. There are reasons, right? Whether or not you're type 1, type 2, whatever. And that could be the case with anybody who's even not a diabetic. If your shit is starting to kind of go up a bit, you might want to get yourself checked out. But there are even those people who want to avoid it, and then they don't really have that problem. But, you know, they're into fitness and all that. I'm trying to be healthy. I'll give you an example. God damn it. What the fuck this thing is doing? Well, I'll go on to one I can take from the memory that I just saw, because now the damn page disappeared. Yeah, I think it said it was Cosmopolitan. But any damn way. There we go. Fucking hell. Yeah, this thing's fucking screwed. Here we go. Hot chocolate, and it did it again. Well, basically, hot chocolate, 43 grams of sugar. Cinnamon, dulce latte, 40 grams. So pretty much those are like, that's like soda right there, dude, or like a can of juice. And we're getting more in the soda range. Double chocolatey chip cream frappuccino, 52 grams. Mocha frappuccino, 61. That's like a huge amount, dude. And one that I actually used to get from time to time. You know, and it could have been a time frame too when I've done it when my blood sugar was a little up, but I figured like, you know what, let me just get a cup of coffee. So I'm not doing that shit no more. Because one of my favorites, you know, from back in the day when I was going there here and there, white chocolate mocha, 59 fucking grams of sugar. That's like a lot. Ice white chocolate mocha, 55. Peppermint hot chocolate, 61. Look at this shit. Salted caramel, 63. It's like every other thing is in the 60s. Caramel, 63. You know, and then this Java chip is 66. I mean, look at this. And they got a vanilla frappuccino, 69. That's almost 70 fucking grams of sugar, dude. It's like if people want to, and you want to know why Americans are all unhealthy and shit. Or maybe not just Americans in general, dude. I mean, that's like people in the UK. It's like in a lot of other places because of this kind of shit. If all you're doing is consuming all this shit and you don't work out or don't do anything else healthy and you're just lazy, then that's why a lot of people and their health is all like screwed up, dude. You gotta. But anyways, I thought I just show you guys that shit and just bring that up because if people who don't know that, they see this and they're wondering, that's why you should always like ask or look around because you know, which I did before as I mentioned, but then the person there didn't really know, so then all I did was that one option which was nasty, which was I think I got the fucking iced coffee is what I did. Yeah, that is what I did. I did the iced coffee and then I just put some damn sweetener in it here and there and all that shit, and then I mean it wasn't so bad, but you know. That's what I said. If I go have me a damn little like business, I get me a little like restaurant or a little like coffee house somewhere, I'm gonna have me some sugar-free options. I'm gonna have me some choices, dude. Because that's how you be unique. That's how you be different, which is pretty much who I am at the core. Anyways, that's all for now. I thought I'd just bring this up. Quick showing and moment. in a car park in San Francisco, just chilling, just waiting. I'll check you guys later.